We belong to a lot of RV groups on Facebook, and I have consistently seen people asking, what's the difference between 50 and 30 amp? If I have a dog bone, can I run my 50 amp on the 30 amp? This is a total and complete lack of knowledge about electric. And we're going to talk about that today. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. A lot of people have questions. For a long time it was, what do I do if my black tank is clogged? What's the best internet? That was a daily question on almost every RV group. Well, what seems to have become the big trend now towards questions is the difference between 50 and 30 amp. We're going to try and explain this in the easiest terms possible.
And it'll have to be easiest terms because I don't understand electricity. So I learned things just by getting ready to do this video that I didn't know.
I'm not going to say I'm an electrician, but I did go to school for electronics. 50 amp and 30 amp have absolutely no importance to the amount of voltage. You're getting 120 volts, period. Whether it's 50 amp or 30 amp.
See, I didn't know that. He's tried to explain electricity to me, and sometimes I get parts of it, but I definitely don't get all of it. So don't feel bad if this kind of, we'll give you the practical points.
Now, let's go with the physical difference between the 30 and 50 amp plugs. A 30 amp is going to have 3 prongs. 1 hot, 1 neutral, and 1 ground. A 50 amp is going to have 4 prongs. 2 hot opposing legs, 1 neutral, and 1 ground. Okay, what does all that mean?
To me it means, can I plug this in on this post or not? That's how I would know. That's how I would know if we were at an okay place to plug in.
And probably a vast majority of the people out there think in those same terms. Biggest difference between 30 and 50 amp is that a 30 amp provides one 120 volt feed. That is your 1 hot plug. A 50 amp provides 2 120 volt feeds. Your 2 opposing hots.
So more power for more appliances.
Right. But not more electricity.
See, I don't get it. Go ahead.
There is a fairly simple equation that goes with this.
Okay, we're going to math now.
Yes, we're going to math. And I'm going to put it on screen, what the equation is. A 50 amp times 120 volts times 2 legs equals 12,000 watts of power.
Which means more appliances.
Right. Now that would be good for being able to run 2 ACs. An AC and a microwave. In this rig, which is a 50 amp, we run both ACs and our microwave with no problem. On a 30 amp, you're only getting that 1 leg. So you're getting about maybe 6,000 watts of power. So you can run 1 AC. Like our old unit. Our old RV had 1 AC unit. We could get away with running the AC and the microwave at the same time. There were a couple of occasions where that actually blew the circuit at the pole. I kind of attributed that to it being an old circuit breaker. Here's where a lot of people get confused. If you look behind your dryer, if you have a sticks and bricks, you may see what looks like a 50 amp plug. And more times than not, your plug would fit in there.
From the RV to the where the dryer plugs in.
Right. That plug is providing 220 volts. They are not the same
As two legs.
as the two legs of 120 volt.
Okay.
What's happening is one leg of that 120 volt is going to one circuit or set of circuits in your RV. The other leg of that 120 volt is going to an entirely different set of circuits in your RV. So everything is getting powered with 120. If you plug this into a 220 volt, you're going to be providing 220 volts to all your circuits.
That sounds dangerous, even though I don't know what it means.
It's not just dangerous, it will fry your RV. More than likely cause a fire.
So we don't do that.
We don't do that. Now, when we had our RV, our first RV, parked in the driveway of our previous Sticks and Bricks, we had an extension cord running from a 120 volt plug in the house out to our RV to a dogbone that would plug into the RV. We were only getting 15 amps. We could get away, we did get away with running the air conditioner. But if we were going to run anything else, the air conditioner had to go off. Okay, so you pull into an RV park and all they have is 30 amp. But your RV is a 50 amp. We've had that happen. Mm-hmm. What do? You pull out your dog bone. And you attach your 50 amp to one side, your 50 amp plug that came with your rig, and the other side of that dog bone is a 30 amp plug. You plug it on in and you have 50 amps.
No, I just learned this. This is what I learned. You don't have 50 amps. You have a way to get 30 amps.
Right.
That all the adapter does is changes what plug you're plugging into the post.
Correct. Very simply, adapters only change the plug shape. They do not change the available power. At the post, if all you have is 30 amp, I don't care what adapter you put on, you're only getting 30 amps.
So if we plugged our 50 amp into a dog bone, plugged the dog bone into a 30 amp pole, we could not run both air conditioners.
No.
We could possibly not be able to run the air conditioner and the microwave at the same time.
Yes, that's true.
Maybe the air conditioner and the coffee pot or something.
You'd probably get away with the coffee pot.
So you have to be aware. So if things suddenly shut off, you've run too many things on 30 amps.
Yes.
So my understanding is the house is dangerous to plug into like the dryer thing, even though the plug fits, because it's getting too much power to...
It's getting too much voltage.
Voltage is power to me. Okay. You get too much voltage from the house to your rig, and you're going to fry things.
Right.
Okay. But if the pole is 30 amps and your rig is 50, you're not getting enough, which is okay. It's not going to damage anything.
Right.
You're just not going to be able to run 2 or 3 things at a time. Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
Now, one other small thing, and Cindy kind of just touched on it. Amperage, this could be a little twisty, does not determine power. The amount of electricity that you're getting determines that. The amperage is simply the load that circuit can take.
You see my glassy eyes? I am mature enough. I'm mature enough to accept the things that I am not going to understand. I understand a lot of things. I could tell you a lot of things about the human body. This, I don't think my brain has the circuits or the amperage to understand that.
You're a 30 amps.
Yeah. Okay. I accept that. I accept.
30 amp, 50 amp, 15 amp. The supply voltage doesn't change. What changes is how it's routed. On a 50 amp, as I said earlier, you have two 120 volt poles. They're each being sent to different sections of your RV.
Okay.
On a 30 amp, one.
Got it.
And it's going to the entire RV. And I cannot emphasize it enough. Cindy just mentioned it also. Do never, ever, ever connect to a 220 volt outlet. You will literally set your rig on fire. And I don't think any of us want that. At the very least, you will destroy every single appliance, everything that's plugged in within your RV.
Yep.
Have we helped?
I've learned something.
Let us know in the comments. Also, if you could hit that like button, that really helps the channel out. And until next time, I'm Felix.
And I'm Cindy.
We are the Roaming Gomes. Safe travels.